YouTube. Going to do a little video update here. It's been a while. I've got my 150 Discus tank growing. It's unbelievable. Let me see if I can get up a little closer. I just threw some food in the tank for them, so they've been eating. I do need to prune a little bit. It's crazy the amount of growth I have in the aquarium. But yeah, so the lights have dimmed a little bit, so the colors aren't really going to be coming through that much, but I just wanted to show everybody the Discus and how they were doing so far. It looks really dark on the video, but I mean, I can see them. The light's pretty good on my end, but for some reason my phone isn't picking up total color of the fish. But there's my turquoise snakeskin. These are all Stenker Discus that I ordered from Discus Hans, and I am very happy with them, the quality of the fish. I'm sorry for the focus. Most of them are about 5.5 inches now. Some of them are a little bit smaller, some are a little bit larger, but I really just have been so happy with the fact that the tank has just seemed to explode with plant growth, and I think that I've finally achieved the balance that I've been looking for in the aquarium since I set it up. All the fish are still growing, although they've slowed down a lot. The oldest fish are probably 7 months or so, and the youngest probably around 4 months. It's a silver pigeon blood that just swam off to the back. And that is a Marlboro red. Although he looks a little bit more orange than red. He started out as yellow, so I am and he is getting darker and darker as the months go by. But they're all just unbelievable fish, very healthy. I still do about a 50 to 60% water change every week, even though I'm rocking the Ecosystem's Refugium. I still do massive water changes weekly. I probably should cut back. My water is just registering zeros across the board. Let me show you the Refugium, how that's looking. So the Refugium is completely established now at this point. With I have water sprite that's just you can see the root system in the miracle mud. It's unbelievable. I'm running a 2 little fishies phosphate reactor. I bought the phosphate eliminator through Amazon and got a really good price on it, and I recommend that to anybody. I'm also running a UV sterilizer now down here rather than the back of the tank, running on its own pump system. Same thing with the phosphate reactor, running on its own pump system, so that the water's slowed way down. I don't like running the UV sterilizer through the mag drive pump return back to the tank, because the water runs through it much too quick to really kill a lot of the parasites and the things that you really want to kill with the UV sterilizer. So that's the 36 watt. I believe it's the I forget the brand, but you guys have probably recognized it just looking at it. I forget the brand, it just escapes me right now, but it's 36 watt UV bulb. Running the through the phosphate reactor, running the water really slow through that as well. I have a couple of the slow pumps right there in the Refugium that are handling that. So yeah, that's the 150. I also am running an auto top off that I just hooked up yesterday, and I'll show you that. That's actually running down here. That's a 6-gallon bucket for the auto top off to run off of, and it's Sterilite. Checked on the website. Nothing should leach back into the tank from that. So I'm really happy with that. It's FDA approved, the plastic for that particular barrel that I'm using. So it's food safe, which means it's aquarium safe. So another thing I wanted to show you, and I posted in a brief video before, this is my first attempt at a dirted aquarium. So I've dirted this tank with about 1.5 inches of potting soil, organic potting soil, and then covered it with the same density, about 1.5 inches thick of gravel. And sorry for the plant tag there. I just didn't want to forget what those were called. But as you can see, the plants are doing very well. This is a high-tech tank that I'm running. I'm injecting CO2 into this. Probably don't have to, but really wanted this tank to grow plants that I could then throw in the 150. So I've got angelfish, and I've actually started with some live bearers. Never had them before. Have some platies in there as well. Some German blue rams, Love and Life. Corydoras trilineatus, got about 6 or so of those. But the tank is really just doing very well. I always throw some floating stuff in there as well. When I plant my tanks out initially, it really prevents algae from taking over. So I'm floating a ton of water Sprite in there. I'm throwing probably 1/3 of it away every week. It just grows so fast. And then show you another tank I have running in here. This is a 20-gallon, and I'm rocking the guppies in here. And I've already got a couple of little tiny babies. I don't know if you can see them, but again, this is my first journey into live bearers as well, but I only have a few. I think you can see one maybe down around this driftwood. One little baby. But anyway, this is another dirted tank. This is low tech, not running anything in it, no carbon, just putting some fertilizer in all these tanks. Not even really often, just maybe once or twice a week. I'll put some potassium and some iron, some trace in the tanks, even though the plants seem to just be doing really well on their own without it. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing, going a little crazy. I do follow Dustin's fish tanks on dustinsfishtanks.com, and shout out to him. His YouTube channel and his website really kind of got me interested in trying the dirted tank, and I'll tell you, I wish I did it with the 150. I'm running the Eco Complete in there with some pool filter sand over the top of it, and even though everything just finally exploded in the 150, I wish that I had dirted it out to begin with. So when I turn this tank over and pull the discus out to clean the whole tank down, I'll probably dirt it and then use a lighter gravel substrate over it and try to rock it that way. Just really happy with the way everything is just coming together with all of these fish tanks. So I will post more updates as these tanks continue to grow and I get better and better at it. I'm still really just a novice trying to figure it all out. So Happy New Year, and thanks for watching.